guys, welcome back to another video. I'm LJ if you're new here. So today I'll be creating this look, okay? So we're slowly but surely transitioning into fall. I know fall is now already here, but I wanted to create this fall inspired makeup look because fall is slowly sneaking up on us, okay? Summer went by so quick and fall is just boom, like right at the corner. So today's look is a very neutral eye, and I'm also doing like something very bold with the lip and very simple. It's a full coverage makeup look, but it's also like very simple. So like less is more type of makeup look. So if you're interested, keep on watching. But if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and join the LJ family. I post on here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 5 p.m. Hit the bell so you're always notified of a new upload. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's popping. Welcome to a YouTube.
Alright, so today we're creating a fall makeup look. We're slowly transitioning into fall, and I want to do something very simple but like a full coverage type of makeup look. So today's video is sponsored by Laruce. So I've worked with them multiple times on my channel and I absolutely love their brushes. So for those of you guys who don't know, Laruce is based in California and they are a vegan and cruelty-free brush company, and they have so many different brush sets. Today we're going to be using the Abby brush set, which comes with 3 different face brushes and then 3 eyeshadow brushes. So a total of 6 brushes. The brushes are soft hair bristles, so they don't clog your pores because they're non-comedogenic. And Laruce recently partnered up with Nordstrom, so you can definitely walk into Nordstrom and check their brushes out, try them out, or you can click the link in the description box. All right, so for this makeup look, we're gonna start off with primer. I'm gonna use the Pretty Fresh primer because my skin has been feeling really dry, so I want one that is super moisturizing on my skin. So for foundation today, I'm gonna be using the Pat McGrath Labs foundations. The shade that I'm using is Medium Deep 22. It's been a minute I've used this foundation, but I want a light coverage foundation because I'm gonna be building coverage, so I don't want my face to be caked up. I like this foundation because it's definitely one that you can build up. All right, to blend out the foundation, I'm gonna use the LR335 flat foundation brush. So this is a flat brush that you can use to blend out foundation, and the bristles are super soft, so making it really easy to blend out the product. All right, so now time to apply concealer. So I've been really liking layering makeup products without caking them up, so I'm going to be using 3 different types of concealers. So the first concealer is this L'Oreal True Match concealer, and this is the eye cream concealer. I like to use this for correcting under my eye first. So I'm placing a very small amount right on the inner portion and a little bit, of course, on the outer portion. So to blend this out, I'm going to be using one of their brushes. This is the LR130 brush. So this brush is not included in the Abby brush set, so you can get it from the Ann set. So I really like this brush because it's super easy to blend out concealer under your eye. So I'm going to use this and I'm just spreading that concealer around. This is like color correcting, but I like to use a lighter shade to do this. Alright, so once I apply that concealer, I'm going to go in with Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Tan. And I'm going to place that underneath right there for that extra highlight and that extra coverage. And with this one, I'm also going to place it on my forehead and also on my chin area. And then I'm going to go in with the LR220 Angle Blending Brush. So you can use these brushes for so many different things. I can use this to blend out my nose contour. I can use it to blend out my concealer. So in today's video, I'm going to be using this for concealer. I like using smaller brushes to blend out concealer because it kind of leaves that coverage of concealer on there. So you can just spread that concealer around a little bit. And then going in with the foundation brush, you just want to kind of like diffuse that so everything looks nice and blended. And then doing the same thing for the forehead. Alright, going in with the last concealer, I'm going to use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Concealer in the shade Medium Dark 145W. And I'm going to place literally a very small amount around this area. This is going to kind of give my under eyes that highlighting effect. Also a little bit of my forehead, right here, my nose. and right there. Going back in with that same brush, the LR220 angle blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend that out. So one thing I have learned is that less is more. Layering complexion products like foundation and concealer is the best way to apply your makeup because you get to build the coverage to your liking. Sometimes we go in with like a lot of product at first and it just kind of cakes up the face. So I think layering is very important because it allows us to use enough coverage for our liking without putting like excess. All right, so for contour, I'm gonna use the Anastasia cream bronzer in the shade Chestnut. I've been really loving this bronzer. It's been like really warm for my skin. So to apply this bronzer, I'm gonna use the LR220 angle brush. So this is the same brush I use for concealer, and just getting a little bit of that cream contour. You definitely want to clean the brush first. I'm just going to place that contour right where my cheekbones are and just brushing it upwards to blend it out. I'm gonna place a little bit on the forehead area and blend it out as well. Like I mentioned, these brushes are so versatile. You can use them for different makeup applications. All right, now for setting powder, I'm gonna use the Black Opal Finish Deluxe setting powder. You guys know how much I love this setting powder. It is awesome. Perfect for the fall as well. So dipping into this powder, I'm gonna use the LR309 blush brush. And this brush is a blush brush, but you can also use it to set your under eyes because it is a tapered brush. So I like to use tapered brushes for setting my under eyes because they get in those crevices that you need it. So I'm just patting that right under my eye and sweeping the powder. I'm also dusting this on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose to set that concealer, and on my chin as well. And I'm gonna place a little bit underneath my cheekbones for reverse contour. All right, so after setting powder, I'm gonna apply powder, and I'm using the LR322 Kabuki brush. So I like to use rounded brushes for powder and then flat brushes for liquid products. So I'm gonna use this NYX Professional Makeup Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying powder. I love this powder. I recently reviewed it and I've been using it ever since to just apply all over the areas that I placed that foundation. This just sets that foundation, and this brush is really nice to pick up that product. You don't want to put too much, especially on top of your foundation, because it's gonna end up being cakey. And then using the flat angle LR331 brush, I'm gonna use this brush for bronzer. This brush is perfect for contour and bronzer. So the brush has this really nice dip right here. So these types of brushes are perfect to angle it where you have any type of like bone structure. So like your cheekbones down right here, they hug that bone really nice and allow you to blend out product. So I'm gonna be using this GloWish bronzer in the shade Rich 05. I've been really loving this, and I'm just gonna place that bronzer right where I placed that contour to warm up my skin. And I'm gonna place some on my jawline. You can use it like this or you can use it like that, depending on the shape of your jawline. And I'm gonna place a little bit on my forehead area. We're going for super neutral but a little bit bold and colorful makeup look. And then a little bit down the bridge of my nose. I usually do this for the summer, but why not? All right, next I'm gonna apply blush. Now for blush, I wanna apply it like kind of like in a lifted type of look. So I'm gonna use the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush, and I'm gonna use that same brush that I used for setting powder to apply the blush. So I'm taking a little bit of this, putting it at the back of my hand, and I'm gonna place a little bit going upwards. As I'm going upwards, I'm fading it out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out with the brush. Alright, so for eyeshadow today, we're using one shade, okay? And I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty Confident Energy eyeshadow palette. And using this LR130 concealer brush. This one is not a part of the Abby brush set. I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is that bronzy shade. I'm gonna just place that right on my eyelid area just to give it kind of like a bronzy look. And like I mentioned, these brushes, you can use them for so many different things. I use this for concealer and now I'm using it for the shimmer eyeshadow. So literally that is it we're doing for the eyes. I wanted something neutral because the lip is going to be very bold. So I don't want to do too much with my eyes. Next, I'm going to go in with eyeliner and this Makeup by Mario eye pencil in the shade The Perfect Brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my lash line right here. These are super pigmented, so you literally don't have a problem with application. And then once I do that, I'm going to use the other side and just kind of like smudge it. So it kind of has that winged effect, but it's really not there, like you can't really see it. So they have a brown eyeliner and then they have a black one. So this is the black one. I'm going to use this to line the inner portion of my eye. I'm going to use a very small amount because I don't want too much eyeliner. So I'm just placing this right on here and then using the brush, I'm just going to smudge it, and that's just going to deepen up that color a little bit more. Alright, so this is what the eyes are looking like. I'm going to add a little inner corner shade, and for the inner corner, I'm going to use this LR003 flat angle diffuser brush. So this brush is part of the Abby set. I like to use small rounded brushes like this for the inner corner shade, so I'm going to pick up a little bit of this shade right here. I'm mixing with the bronze shade because I don't want that shade to be too light, and I'm going to pop that right on the inner corner. Alright, so now I'm going to apply highlighter. I'm using the Artist Couture highlighter, and I'm using the same brush that I used for blush just because we're applying the highlighter right there. Picking up a very small amount. I'm just going to place that right there to give that nice highlighted look. And I'm going to place a little bit on the button of my nose. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use this lipstick by ColourPop. I want to use a lipstick that is burgundy a little bit, has a little bit of red and a little bit of pink and purple. Here we have it with the final look. This is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So ultimately, I went with the bold lip, which is my vision for this makeup look. I wanted something fall inspired, so I wanted like a berry type of lip. Very bold, but I wanted the eyes to be very neutral and simple. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to check out the description box down below for the link to Laruce's brushes. They are amazing, super soft and easy to apply, and I love the fact that it's non-comedogenic, so it doesn't clog up my pores. You don't want your pores to be clogged up, okay? So I really love their brushes. Don't forget to check the link in the description box. Shout out to Laruce for sponsoring today's video. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's poppin'. You better subscribe, got it on lock, yeah. Got it on lock, yeah. We need more likes, more views, yeah. You can leave a comment too. Welcome to our YouTube. Welcome to our YouTube.